Welcome back to the channel, all you wonderful, fantastic, strong warriors. I appreciate every single one of you. Let's get off into this article right here. It's titled, Digital Assets Like XRP Could Challenge the US Dollar as World Reserve Currency. So once again, we're hearing that world reserve currency talk. It's a brilliant thing. Let's read this little tidbit here from the cryptobasic.com. But we all know that you're the real prize in the world. You're the real gold in the world. Nothing's more special than you people out there. Without you, the world is nothing. Let's continue on here. This says the XRP community is again bustling with excitement as a top executive at Ripple commented on the likelihood of countries adopting digital assets as a reserve currency. Now, is there a possibility that they could definitely utilize XRP directly? Sure. I think it's more likely that they back something up with XRP. I think that's where the real money is, that liquidity, acting as a bridge currency, functioning in the background, automated market makers. Says in a recent Twitter space hosted by anonymous XRP community member XRP Stewie, David Schwartz, Ripple CTO, was quizzed about the possibility of two world reserve currencies coexisting. Schwartz replied in the affirmative that it is possible. It says the Ripple executive based his argument on the US dollar's dominant role in the reserve of most countries, which is changing, by the way. Anyone who's been following the channel knows that, and they've seen the articles, that the US dollar is at an all-time low as far as reserves held at central banks worldwide. Look that up for yourself. And gold has increased. So Schwartz noted that so times are changing. Schwartz noted that various nations may be willing to explore other options, prompting the place of digital assets like XRP. I won't even say willing to. I think at this point, you have to say they are. You look at the BRICS nation currency. Then not only that, put that to the side. I think that's minor. But look at how rapidly they're moving at digitizing local currencies. That's where the real big action is happening, because the digitization of local currencies is what's building up to a possible BRICS nation currency. And they're going to do that first, digitizing local currencies, because just in case something goes haywire with the BRICS nation currency or it doesn't pan out the way that they want to know that they can still interact globally or interface globally the way that they want to and have control over how they envision fair trade, correct? All right, so it's here a top XRP influencer shared snippets of the interview with the crypto community. Here's a tweet here from Digital Perspectives Permabull. Says hashtag David Schwartz, quote, the success scenario is a currency no one controls. If the choice is no boss, and that happens to make a bunch of cryptocurrency people rich, I don't think they're going to see that as too much of a minus. So it's unbelievable what's being said. So pretty much what I'm getting from this, and I could be wrong, is what a lot of people have been iterating for some time now, which is there's so few of us. No one cares if you get rich. There's not enough people. I think a lot of people are under the illusion that there's like a ton of Bankcoin holders. There's not. When you look at the population of Earth, we're a very, very small group, and we're only getting smaller if I'm going to take people seriously, there's been a ton of people saying that they're gone, they left. So it's only getting smaller, right? No, they don't care about you making a few dollars, well, I won't say dollars, coming by way of generational wealth or becoming rich. I don't think they care at all. Not one bit. No more than they care about people not just holding as a store of value gold, but making some pretty good gains off of gold. Like when it skyrockets, like it did when we bought it at a low last year, and then it skyrocketed when the banks went down, correct? People made some pretty good gains. We're still sitting on gains right now. All right. So no, they don't care at all. All right. So it's XRP as a reserve currency. Schwartz presented an intriguing perspective on how digital assets like XRP could potentially play a role in reshaping the global currency landscape. I think they're doing it right now. Says he expressed that his typical success case scenario for digital assets is when countries begin to realize that the USD cannot remain the sole US currency. Well, I think that's occurring right now. You see the rejection of the dollar almost every month, every week, we're seeing new countries reject the dollar. I can't remember who it was, but about 2-3 days ago, another country said, hey, listen, we're going to decrease our use of US dollar. We're going to use local currencies, or we're going to use renminbi. It was some country. I can't remember which, but you can look it up for yourself. So as of right now, there's a multitude of countries dollar dumping, shirking the dollar, just tossing it to the side, and looking for digital alternatives, which a lot of countries are trying to back their digital currency with something. What? We don't know yet. We have ones that tried oil. We have other ones that have tried wheat. We have a myriad of them trying gold. We'll see how that all plays out in the next few years. It says he emphasized that smaller banks prefer software solutions not developed by major banks. Mr. Schwartz, thank you. You are clearing up a lot of things and backing up a lot of things I've been saying for a long time. The smaller banks are very wary and weary of the control mechanisms that the big banks have been instituting, which means what? They want infrastructures that benefit them, favor them, and give them control. This is why I've been telling people the small banks, look, what he just told you is the small banks will be running to these technologies. It's just a matter of which technologies. We need to make sure, and by we, I mean those bank coin companies, if they're wise, make sure that they're getting in meetings. I'm sure that they are, by the way, getting in meetings and making sure that the small banks know there is no better offering than what we have, no better infrastructures than what we have. They're going to run to us. Because in order for them to survive and not get absorbed, like I'm paraphrasing, like what Janet Yellen said, Janet Yellen made it very clear. Some more banks might have to consolidate. Now I remember the exact phrasing. Might have to consolidate. Smaller banks might have to consolidate with bigger banks. That just means they're going to get taken over. They're going to go under because of the commercial real estate issue, unrealized bonds, so many different problems that they have. And now we're finding out that a lot of these other banks owe money to the government because of the whole bailout scenario. They owe money, which is, if you look at the deposit flight, all of this matters. All of this is tied into the new financial system and the timeline deployment. Look it all up. Don't take my word for it. But if you look at deposit flight, it's unreal. It's unbelievable. Then not only deposit flight, if you look at deposit flight, look that up also, right? But you look at there was something else I was going to say. I can't remember. But anyway, just take that. Then you look at how much they owe the government, right? I just don't see how this house of cards goes on much longer. We'll see how much further into the next year they make it. Something is going to come down, but they're going to need the new financial system. This is what David Schwartz is saying, in my humble opinion. Let's read it one more time. It says he emphasized that smaller banks prefer software solutions not developed by major banks. The question is why? Now, I gave my ideas. You have to make up your own mind as to why you think that is. Got that information. What are you going to do with it? It says, as these larger entities might bias the system in their favor. We all know about that. Just look up the history of JP Morgan and have the understanding that there is nothing new under the sun. You ever heard that before? It's true. Look up the history of JP Morgan and other banks and what they have been alleged to have done to set up certain systems. And you can see why the smaller banks do not trust them. The same thing goes on now, allegedly. So they're looking out for their own best interests. Appreciate every single one of you being here today, by the way. So similarly, he speculated that nations could lean towards a currency that is not under the control of their political rivals. We're going to leave off right there. There's a little bit more here. Go to cryptobasics.com. Check that out. Okay. Now, listen, big shout out. Big shout out to Young Cause, Dr. Slimeball, Akareko. I appreciate you. I appreciate you greatly. Pay me an XRP. Peace and life, friend. Appreciate you. I see everything that you write. Greatly appreciate you. Shout out to I Love Life 22. Shout out to Asti, Head Trauma, Matthew, Ian. Shout out Ian. Tell the family I said hello. Alphanim says hello. They're going to say, who the heck is Alphanim? Who's saying hello? Shout out to Ian. All right. Shout out to Corey. I like to give everybody some love from time to time. So now, this next article here is from the cryptobasic.com, and it is titled, Top Pundit Unveils XRP Treasure Map Projecting a 1,230% Rally to $8.50. So let's just get my thoughts right out of the way, and I'll say this, with given the right catalyst, right? Or as Keith would put it, Keith put a little joke in there one time. That was hilarious. Cattle list. It was like you had like a cow and you're like cow in the list, but you guys don't get it. Like, it was hilarious to me. I like jokes every once in a while. I appreciate every single joke that I read that you all send over. Anyway, with the right catalyst, I say we explode up to $3 to $5. You've heard this before, but yes, we definitely can make it to $8.50. $8.50 is nothing if everything goes the way it's supposed to go. And we have enough banks utilizing XRP, businesses using XRP. They just got into that derivatives market. I don't know if they're going to talk about that here. Let's see. It says Crypto Wizard, a prominent industry pundit, a top analyst, all right, is bullish on XRP. I'm bullish too. I'm 100% all the time, 24/7, 365 bullish on all the bank coins. I'm just putting my humble little thoughts out there. I'm just a humble researcher. Says, and his quote, XRP treasure map is a testament to his confidence. The analyst roadmap projects a possible XRP rally, not financial advice, by the way. Not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, just a humble researcher. Says a possible XRP rally to $8.50 territory, citing data from historical trends. Crypto Wizard first unveiled the roadmap in a bullish analysis of XRP's price movements on June the 30th. At that time, XRP was changing hands at 47 cents territory, having been displaced from the 56 cents high 2 weeks prior. This is currently amid the bearish sentiment surrounding XRP, which, like I said, I think we all knew this was coming. Surrounding XRP, due to the recent 31% retracement, the analysts charged the XRP community to continue to be confident, calling attention to the proposed roadmap as an indicator that tells them the trajectory XRP could follow. Now, this is where we differ a little bit. I believe every person should make their own mind up. If they want to hold XRP, that's up to them. If they want to sell XRP, it's up to them. I don't think it makes any difference at all for the trajectory of XRP or any of the bank coins. I just don't. I don't. What's going to matter is those banks, large businesses, interbank payments. That's why I got into the bank coins. That's what I was told. This is for the banks when I first got in. So I'm going to differ a little bit there. I want people to feel good. I want people to do well in whatever they may be involved in, but their confidence has to be up to them, right? That's how I feel. So now let's scroll down here. Says the XRP treasure map. The treasure map refers to data from the XRP weekly chart. It cites historical trends observed by the market from 2013 to present day, underscoring the significance of the patterns. Notably, XRP rallied by 953% from a low of 0.005 in October 2013 to an impressive price of 0.06 cents in December of that year. Following the upsurge, the asset collapsed over the next 6 months to a discouraging price of 0.002 cents in July 2014. So this has all happened before. XRP recovered from this drop shortly after the collapse, immediately staging another rally to 2 cents. My apologies. I'm reading that a little bit weird. My apologies. By December 2014, however, a correction followed the rally. Crypto Wizard dubbed this, quote, a healthy bullish correction as a result of the price movement that came after it. The correction followed a series of A, B, and C patterns characterized by ups and downs. This pattern ended at a low of 0.004 cents in November 2015 after the low XRP consolidated for over a year before staging the historical 1,568% rally that saw it claim the all-time high of $3.30 in January 2018. So we've heard this also. And when XRP does take off, it takes off very, very hard. We'll see if that continues in the future. Typically, there is repetition, why this is a very important thing to grab this information, as well as information on the partnerships that certain companies are making, building on the Bankcoin blockchains. All of this information, in my humble opinion, is important. All right, so now there is a section here titled Projected Repetition, but you can go to thecryptobasic.com to read the rest of that, all right? So now let's move on here because we have a little bit more news to get through. So another potent article, in my humble opinion, from zcrypto.com. Congratulations to everybody making it through another week. It is Friday. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're going to have some fun tonight. And over the weekend, you're going to get some relaxation. And I hope that people are going to be showing you some love. All right. zcrypto.com, and it's titled Pundit Highlights Possibility of XRP Price at $1,800 as Ripple, wait, there's a reason for this, as Ripple enters $1, as Ripple enters $1 quadrillion derivatives market. Now, wait a minute. Now, you have them entering this market, which we just heard about that with all the announcements of them entering that certain group with like JP Morgan, BlackRock, right? But you have that capital that could possibly be accessed, and you have all of the trillions scaled into quadrillions over time from interbank payments. Put that all together. How does XRP stay at a low price? I'm just asking a question. I just don't think it's possible if everything goes according to plan. And yes, it's taking time. That's just how it is. Now let's scroll down here. It says Ripple Labs, a prominent player. And if it goes off like that, it's worth the time. It says, in my humble opinion, I'm just speaking for myself. Ripple Labs, a prominent player in the cryptocurrency market, recently achieved a significant milestone by becoming a member of the International Swaps and Derivatives Association, ISDA. The ISDA, known for its association with financial giants like JP Morgan, BlackRock, and Goldman Sachs, welcomed Ripple into its fold. Ripple's ISDA membership follows favorable legal rulings. It says here, Ripple's entry into the ISDA paves the way for potential collaborations with other member institutions from 79 countries. With over 1,000 members, the ISDA provides an influential platform for corporations, investment managers, insurance companies, and digital asset companies like Ripple to interact and explore opportunities in the global financial market. The move signals a growing trend of acceptance and adoption of digital assets in traditional finance circles. Yeah, this was a huge activity here. It continues, amidst the development, market participants and observers have closely monitored the potential impact on XRP's price. On Monday, August 7th, a crypto pundit using the pseudonym, quote, unquote, Mr. Man, made a bold prediction suggesting that XRP could surge to $1,896.23. That's pretty fueled by its entry into the 1.2 quadrillion derivatives market through the ISDA membership. Mr. Man's prediction was based on the expectation that XRP could process 10% of the derivatives market, estimated to be over 1 quadrillion in notional value. Now, wait a minute. Once again, let's say they don't take 10%, and they were just doing a few estimations. We're just throwing thoughts out there, just playing with thoughts. Let's say they don't take 10%. Let's say they can get 3%. Now you take 3% of this, right? Then you have another healthy percentage of interbank payments that can move. You have commercial bank payments that can move across XRPL and XRP. You have payroll that can roll across XRP. You have the tokenization of commodities that could possibly roll across XRP. You have a variety of countries that they claim that they have some countries they're working with, right? Where they could be running certain infrastructures for traceability. And there's so many things. How does XRP stay dirt cheap? Now, I don't know about $1,896. If it goes there, I'll definitely take it. And I'm not closing the door on anything, but I'll say this, there's no way it stays dirt cheap is what all of this adds up to. There's no way. There's no way. In my humble opinion, not financial advice. Once again, it says by calculating the required market cap increase, I don't care about market cap. Not when it comes to these types of things. Market cap means absolutely nothing. It means absolutely nothing. In my humble opinion. And I respect you if you disagree with that. I can completely respect that. But I'll tell you what right now, there's never been anything like this. So there's not a precedent that's set for XRP. There's no precedent set for XRP or XLM or Quant, whether they do something or not. That doesn't apply. These are not stocks. They're not stocks, right? So that's how I look at it. It says, nevertheless, other pundits have also been making daring predictions for XRP. Yes, but what's interesting about this, they actually have data to back up what they're saying. Now, once again, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm not closing the door on that either. And I wouldn't say it happened all at once, but over time, there is the possibility of that definitely happening. In my humble opinion, it's the possibility of that. I won't say definitely. Let me remove that. There's a possibility of that happening, not a guarantee. All right. So now let's go here. We're going to end off with this article here. I want to keep this video a little bit shorter today. Okay. This is from the cryptopotato.com and it is titled, "Is an XRP ETF possible? Expert weighs in." It says filings for spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds have been pushed around for years with no success in the US so far. The Securities and Exchange Commission remains reluctant. Ideas for ETH ETFs have also been floating around, but XRP? That's something new, but apparently there's some sort of interest in it. Now, first bullet point, the primary reason why cryptocurrency investors have been pushing for a spot Bitcoin ETF approved by the US SEC is that it will thoroughly legitimize, I think they mean, Bitcoin as an investable asset. It'll allow all that traditional capital to flow in, and that could spark off a major bull run, which will be good for everybody. Next bullet point says, this would in turn open the door for many institutions that are looking for a safe way to invest in Bitcoin without having to necessarily worry about its safekeeping. Next bullet point, let's face it, storing large amounts of Bitcoin isn't for everyone. All right, let's move on to the next bullet point. It says, with BlackRock now filing for a Bitcoin ETF, chances for approval, according to many, have improved. I agree with that. This is mainly because of the fact that it is the largest asset manager in the world, and it has a tremendously successful track record in getting its ETF applications approved. Next bullet point says, but now an asset management expert, James Seifert, my apologies, says weighed in on the possibility of an XRP ETF getting approved. Next bullet point, his comments came in response to the recent listing of XRP on Gemini. This is what he had to say. It says, Gemini following Coinbase and listing XRP, been asked a few times in the last weeks. I guess this is a quote from an individual, but they don't put it as a quote. So we'll just say quote unquote. Been asked a few times in the last week about an XRP ETF. Don't think there's enough to launch an XRP ETF with the SEC. And there seems to be essentially zero demand from issuers to try. Is that so? Okay. Remember, this is one person's opinion, but XRP is the only cryptocurrency that has clarity. We'll see what happens. So we're going to end off with this article right here. It's from Cointelegraph.com, and it is titled, Crypto Lawyers Express Views on Ripple's SEC Case Amid SEC Appeal. It says lawyer Oscar Franklin Tan believes that if the appeal is allowed, whoever wins will build momentum in the main case. It says, as United States Securities and Exchange Commission seeks an interlocutory appeal in his case against Ripple Labs, lawyers working in the crypto space express confidence in Ripple's case, with some underscoring that XRP is not a security. On August 9th, the SEC sent a letter to Judge Annalisa Torres. We know about that. It says here, according to the crypto lawyer Jeremy Hogan, the two issues are separate. Hogan explained that if the SEC wins the appeal on the sales, Ripple would not be able to facilitate sales using exchanges. Despite this, the lawyer believes that exchanges could keep XRP listed as long as the sales are not made by Ripple. All right, so they're giving a lot of clarity here. Cointelegraph reached out to crypto lawyer Oscar Franklin Tan, chief legal officer of the non-fungible token platform Engine, to break down some intricacies surrounding the SEC's move. According to Tan, appeals usually take place once the case is finished. However, the SEC's appeal is interlocutory, meaning it wants to appeal even though the case is unfinished. Says, when asked how this appeal could potentially influence the course of the case, Tan told Cointelegraph that it's all about momentum, he explained. Quote, the SEC is asking to pause the XRP case while the interlocutory appeal goes on. If the appeal is allowed, whoever wins the appeal builds momentum. Okay, iterated that before. While Hogan believes that the appeal will not affect XRP's security status, Tan believes that this is still what the SEC is after. I think they're more after Ripple at this point. I really do. I believe that. But we'll see how this goes. So the crypto lawyer said that the SEC argues that a higher court should, quote, break the tie among different conclusions. A higher court would definitely lean in our favor, in my humble opinion, but it's just my opinion from everything that I've read. However, Tan believes the SEC should let the court process proceed normally, he explained. Meanwhile, Ripple's chief legal officer, Stuart Alderati, told the community to, quote, stay tuned, unquote, noting that Ripple will file its response with the court next week. Okay, so we got a little bit more information on that. So now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. I'm about to go make that next members only video. So until next time, let's get to the money.